Hi you guys, the Rose Perfume is out. It's a story about reincarnation and true love, soulmates, and finding destiny, making sense of life and choices, and making the right choices. So when there's obstacles in life, when we feel like we shouldn't make the choices that we're making, but our hearts are leading us in a certain direction. I try to make sense of that in this story, and the other stories will expand on that even more, but my purpose is just to show us that we're all connected and we shouldn't be choosing sides or being divided. I think we are actually all supposed to be one mind, basically. We're all supposed to be on the same page. But anyway, I was just going to tell you, so I, with all the AI and sites being taken down and, you know, whatever the frivolous stuff going on, I wanted to make sure that my stuff was completely solid. So my story is completely designed by me. I didn't hand it off to a team of people to divide it out and make it perfect in their view. I made it perfect in my view. I had learned how to do that, and I designed the whole thing. I designed the cover, and the entire thing is not, I did not use AI. I did not use other people. It's completely created by me, and it's just what I've always done my whole life. So my purpose is just that this will reach the people that it needs to, and it'll make people feel good and happy. And so I had one friend, I'm not sure, I think she was reading it, and she was really upset at first. I don't know about the character. But I really try to make you understand the character first. So I take you down, and then I take you up. And I take you down, and I take you up. And I make sense of her life for you. So I'm just telling you what she's going through, and then why it's beautiful. Why our lives are divine. And, you know, we may not even know that these things coming at us are meant to be. And so I do my best to tell you about that. It's really interesting because the next story I had set in Florida, which is in America, and that was because one of the characters was off to America. You'll see that. She was on her way to America. So in the next book, I had set it in America, but the ending of this book I had cut out because it was too long, and I was just trying to wrap it up and make it a nice for publication, because sometimes I just write for myself and I just keep going, and there's so much story. I mean, this story was huge. I had just been, you know, because I had been writing it for myself, and so I had all these scenes I cut out. For one thing, the Reina character was a spy. I cut most of that out because it just I was trying to make this tidy. But the last life, there was a life in 1969 that I cut out completely, and that was in America, and then they went back to Paris. But that's partially why the second book is set in America. So when I revised that, I'm not sure if I was thinking about changing that or not. I wrote it a while ago, so I'm just going to reread it and then I'll decide. But it's weird because the people who are painting that I follow, mostly, they are in Florida, so it's I just thought that was a weird coincidence. A lot of weird coincidences with those people, that I just think sometimes that's why life is divine. So I mainly follow the signs, and I follow you know, follow intuition and where I see I'm supposed to be going. And it just seemed like they had all the signs, so it was just really bizarre. But, okay, I wanted to show you something interesting. So I was going through, I had gone on these biology trips in college, and there was one class I was in for conservation, and we had traveled all over Arizona and New Mexico, and there was a place that, I think his name was Tom Wagner, he's like an actor. He owned all this acreage, and they had said nobody's ever walked here, they only allow students to come here, so we're very lucky. Like where you're standing now, probably nobody stood in like a million years. And it was on the spur of the moment. They told us that we could collect some rocks if we wanted to. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I love just collecting shells and rocks and things like that. And I was like, if only I had known, I would have gotten more. But it was interesting because I was looking through these recently. And I actually think that I have teeth here. So there might have been more, but we were on a time limit, and I only had my hands to carry things in. But these totally look like teeth, and they look like they have been fossilized. So this one, I don't know if you can see these, but this one looks like an incisor, which is the front teeth, and they might be human. It's like bigger than mine. They're those front long little teeth. And so it's long like that because like the gum is going to cover it here. So that would be like a front tooth. I mean, if only you could see the structure of it up close. I mean, it's hard, and then this one looks like a molar, which are, you know, those teeth back here, and they're bigger than mine. They look like human. They're big, but you can see there's the indentation in the top part, like how we have, and then the sides are, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just so interesting. It's definitely fossilized because the bottoms are like flattened and smoothed out. Maybe I can take a picture. But yeah, I have these really cool stones that I had gotten. They look like if I polished them, they'd be like crystal or something. They're so pretty. I love stones, but the white ones look like if you polished them, they'd be transparent and just really pretty. Anyway, so I was gonna tell you. So the program I'm in, because I'm so busy, I wanted to I put my book in a program where it would be easier for me right now. So it's in KDP Select, and I had entered a contest because it was open, but the contest ends in October. And I was just, if you guys could read the book, but it actually tracks the pages. So if someone puts down the book, it'll say, okay, they read to this page, and then they put it down, which is okay, you know. But I confidently think that if you start reading this, you won't be able to put it down, and then leave a review, please. No, but I wrote it to make you feel good. I wrote it to make you feel excited and feel good inside, for you to feel that in your own life. And I know that I feel like you will feel that because I write that way for myself, to heal myself. The writing is very healing for me. I used it as my whole life. I mean, I could go on, but it was my sanctuary. My writing was my sanctuary, and how I understood life, and different situations, and how I connected that to our being here on Earth. And so I feel like you would like it. But just let me know what you're thinking of it, and yeah, I designed the whole story myself. I didn't. Most of the time, people will come up with a story idea, and they will find a team of people that know how to put put that idea together to make it attractive for an audience. And so then they will pay all of those different people to construct the book and fix it and put it together. And I desire to write well and to just do that myself. And I wanted the whole idea to be mine. I wanted, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted the story to be mine, and I wanted to know how to construct it so that it was beautiful and my own, and along with the paintings also. And so it's not divided between a bunch of people and a bunch of people's different ideas of what would make a story be collectively good. It's just only myself and my ideas accumulated from an entire lifetime of putting stories together, and then also just trying to figure out life and make sense of it. And also because I learned to do it because I wanted to do it passionately. This is one of the things I love most in life is writing. I feel love when I'm writing. But okay. Well, you guys have a good day. And the news is so stressful, you guys. It's not that tough. We are all connected. So don't forget that, whatever things we're angry about, that person next to you, it's not real life. Like, just all these things we're worried about. It's not important. It's not real life. The person sitting next to you is more important than all this stuff going on, Anyways.